My mother, they whipped her because she cried about them whipping my father. She the slave, he the slave. Then I would arise and sun nearly rise, working away my life. No name, no name.
Poetry is a genre of art that has a long history. Some poetry types are specific to particular cultures and usually exhibit the characteristics of the language which the poet employs to write.
Ó sì gbọ́mọ lẹ́sẹ̀ tí ó mú kọ́, ìwọ àkọ́bí ará Ọ̀yọ́ ọmọ Abíọ́lá. Ó sì gbọ́mọ lẹ́sẹ̀ tí ó mú kọ́ o, ire ló ní orí mi àfiré.
Scholars believe that early poems evolved from folk songs. This is true of African poetry, which in early forms was constituted in the oral tradition of the African people.
Bàbá mi ìbà o, ìyá mi ìbà o, ìbà ni wọ́n fọjọ́ òní dún ọmọ alára pé o, torí àdáṣe ní hun mọ́, ìbà ò gbọ́dọ̀ hun mọ́ ènìyàn o, kò mà ní hun mi lónìí o, bàbá mojúbà kí bàṣẹ o, ìyá mojúbà kí bàṣẹ, ìrì ẹja lómi ló kúkú mọ́, ìrè kọ̀ọ̀kan lódò ló mà wá o, èyí tẹ́ bá wí lónìí o. Aládùúkẹ́ mo ní kárọ̀ ó rọ̀ mọ́ o, ire ló ní orí mi àfiré.
Akim Lasisi is known for his experimentations with oral Yoruba and English poetry.
Construct a castle of words as an eternal monument for a sage's birth. Lemon rat rises heavily in Okoile. Aferebojo rises heavily in its hole. Whether Ekwemon rises well or not, once Shoyinka rises well, the deed is done. Let me kiss the waves to gain the pause of the Nile.
I perform poetry. I like poetry beyond reading. I like giving poetry to people as spontaneously as possible, and as in a way that would be very exciting. People will enjoy. I want poetry to be as entertaining as it is educative, because I know that many people are scared when it comes when they at the mention of poetry, right from when we were in school, especially in secondary school, even in the university, even literature students, they usually find poetry, they say it's too difficult. But I like to convince people that poetry is not as difficult as people think it is. Yes, poetry is usually composed in a language that is elevated, but it does not mean that it doesn't harbor a lot of fun and entertainment. Along the line, I link that to the typical African poetry, who comes out and perform his poetry, and people applaud him. They even give him, they spray money on him because they understand what is. They understand it. They enjoy it, and he also. And often we shouldn't also forget the fact that the guy does not come out to perform alone. He has some drummers, with him, his dancers, his singers, so that it becomes a kind of a complete, art. So I now feel that, okay, it's also possible to you know, to bring that kind of old tradition into the present. We can marry the past and the present in such a way that poetry will now become what many people, you know, also like to listen to watch beyond reading it. And that is what I have been doing. That's what I've been doing.
Kongi, you hear my voice or not? If I were a woman, if I did not marry you because of your cheek of the hunter's wife, I would have married you for your shining beard of a squirrel's tail.
A poet, well, a poet is that artist who makes words to mean different things beyond their ordinary meaning. A poet works with images. He brings rhythm, music, meaning, emotion, and experience to bear on a piece of writing, so that when you read it, the meaning is far richer than what an ordinary writer or speaker will present to you.
Working in the tradition of Yoruba oral poets, Lasisi seeks to give modern English poetry a new color and has won a lot of converts for it by producing the type of poetry known as performance poetry.
Although I am a goldfish, I have finally found a hiding place. When Bin Laden seeks succor in bellies of rocks, and the Egbesu brothers seek alternative nationhood in serpentine creeks, I meander my way into the bunker of your heart, where love breaks all arrows, and even bullets dissolve into liquid songs. If indeed it were a little word, I would have met you 1,000 times.
There's a disconnect between our past and our present, and that is one thing that we have been grappling with in almost in all aspects of our, of our lives. I am now seeing that we can still correct some of these things. We can make the past to bear in the present, and that is, in fact, it's like I took it up as a kind of gospel, and I can assure you that the little that we've been able to do in the past 15 years, has been having that kind of a ripple effect. As in, there are more younger people, those in school, those not outside the school system. They have also been getting interested in the kind of thing that we are doing. Some of them have been, I perform with them, I discuss poetry with them, and they too are, they are falling in love with it gradually, steadily, really.
Lasisi is a journalist and an author whose works include Ekunyawo, the poetry of Yoruba brides.
Bó bá tẹ́ bá sí yàrá o, ọmọ ni kó bà ẹ́ jẹ́.
oyè rọ́bà àgùn orí tí ó dolóyè kì í fẹ́ orí mi á dolóyè bódọ̀lá o ire lò ní orí mi àfire.
Orí ìyá ẹ̀ àbùwẹ́ lọ́mọ èsúrú kì í yàgàn o. Orí ìyá ẹ̀ àbùwẹ́ lọ́mọ èsúrú kì í yàgàn o. Ó bá tẹ̀bà sí yàrá o, ọmọ ni kó bá ẹ jẹ́. Ó bá.
Lasisi, an author whose works include Iremoje, ritual poetry for Ken Saro-Wiwa, which won the Association of Nigerian Authors Poetry Prize in 2000. Iremoje reenacts the Yoruba old verse that hunters performed in honor of a departed colleague. And Wonderland, which was runner-up for the same prize in 2001.
I would have met you 1,000 times. Many generations before this most clement noon, when you strolled into my consciousness on a zebra's heels. If indeed it were a little word, I would have met you 1,000 times. Even eminent beauty hunters, they have not encountered your eyes of the sugar candy moon, and your legs so meek and mean. They open the door of life and death. If indeed it were a little word, I would have met you 1,000 times.